Hello, Stage 1, and welcome to today's library lesson, our first for online learning. Today we're looking at the story On the Way to Nana's by Francis and Lindsay Hajali and illustrated by David Hardy. Now, this is a story that's going to help us with our geography unit that we're looking at this semester about Australia's location or different places in Australia, and also looking at the different scales. So when we look at places in Australia, we look at them from a personal level, and that's to do with where we live, our home, and inside our home, so our backyard, our bedroom, and places that are linked to us personally. And then a local level, looking at our community where we live, our suburb, and that could be Dean Park, and we could look at the local areas of our school, the park that we play at that's close to us, and the shops, of course, our local shops, and the movies. So then looking at it from the next level would be our state level or territory level, and that's to do with the different places that are in the state or territory that we live in, and we live in New South Wales. So places that we could visit in New South Wales are the Blue Mountains, Bondi Beach, Coffs Harbour, and go to the Big Banana there in Coffs Harbour, which is in northern New South Wales. And there's lots of places that we could visit. I'm sure you've been on a few places for holidays that are within New South Wales, particularly with the recent lockdowns. And then on the next level, we look at a national level. So all the different places that we could visit outside of the state or territory that you live in. So for us, it'd be outside of New South Wales. So if you've been on holidays to other states like Queensland or Victoria or Western Australia, they would be different places that we could visit on a national level. So in Queensland, you might have gone to the Gold Coast, to the different theme parks up there, or maybe to the Great Barrier Reef. If you've been over to Western Australia, maybe you've been to Perth, or if you're lucky enough, you've gone to Ningaloo Reef up near Broome, or the Kimberley Ranges, some beautiful desert up there that you can see some amazing reptiles. Or maybe you've been to Northern Territory like I have and seen Kakadu National Park or Uluru. Okay, and if you haven't, then these are sort of the places that you can learn about that one day when you're older you can go and visit. Okay, so let's have a look at today's story. We're on the road to Nana's house, my family and me. I wonder what we'll see. 15 colourful flowers and the long road ahead of me. I'm on my way to Nana's house. What will I see? 14 rugged anthills and the long road ahead of me. I'm on my way to Nana's house. What will I see? 13 grazing cattle and the long road ahead of me. I'm on my way to Nana's house. What will I see? 12 fat fish and the long road ahead of me. I'm on my way to Nana's house. What will I see? 11 alert goannas and the long road ahead of me. I'm on my way to Nana's house. What will I see? 10 happy children and the long road ahead of me. I'm on my way to Nana's house. What will I see? 9 proud brumbies and the long road ahead of me. I'm on my way to Nana's house. What will I see? 8 weary travellers and the long road ahead of me. I'm on my way to Nana's house. What will I see? 7 bulging boabs and the long road ahead of me. I'm on my way to Nana's house. What will I see? 6 flying magpie geese and the long road ahead of me. I'm on my way to Nana's house. What will I see? 5 flashes of lightning and the long road ahead of me. I'm on my way to Nana's house. What will I see? 4 flowing waterfalls and the long road ahead of me. I'm on my way to Nana's house. What will I see? 3 dusty trailers and the long road ahead of me. I'm on my way to Nana's house. What will I see? 2 dancing barolgas and the long road ahead of me. I'm on my way to Nana's house. What will I see? 1 excited Nana waiting for me. And wow, what a long way that was to travel. I thought when she was going to go visit her Nana, then it was going to be close by. But I was wrong. It turns out Nana didn't live in a personal scale. She didn't live in the home. She didn't live very close by. And she didn't live in a local area either. Wasn't like it was the next suburb down. No, we had to travel all over the Northern Territory and see all these different animals and meet all these different people along the dusty desert roads in that Jeep to get to Nana's house. And you know what? That's like visiting my grandmother. She lives in Tamworth, which is 5.5 hours away from Sydney, so I have to drive a fair bit to go visit my grandparents too. So that would be a state or territory level because we're looking at travelling outside of our local community within say 10 to 15 minutes. So once you go past that, then you're looking at different parts of our state or territory. Now for us, this is in the territory and we live in New South Wales. So this is a good opportunity for us to see what some of the different animals or what the different environments and climates might be like in another setting in Australia. So we could look at this text and go, well, this gives us an idea of a national level, some of the different places that we could visit. And certainly we could see that the Northern Territory had lots of desert and dusty roads and different animals and travellers along the way when you're travelling. It's not like you could see a house and then another house or some parks. No, there's lots of things that are very different for where we live to the location of this story. Well, thank you very much, Stage 1. I've had such a great time going through today's story with you, and I look forward to our next lesson. And hopefully this has helped us a little bit with your geography and understanding the different locations that we're going to look at in Australia and those scale levels there. So remember, a personal level we're going to look at. We're going to look at a local level, so that's our suburbs in our community, and we're going to look at the state level or the territory level. So we're going to be looking at the different places we could visit in New South Wales, and then we're going to look at places that we can visit in Australia in the different states and territories. Well, bye for now.